And here's another vlog. What day is the last day that I uploaded a vlog for? December 4th. It is now December 27th. It's been, a fair amount of time, I think, since the last one. The cat is here to enjoy the vlog as well, if you'll pay attention. Probably not. Not very much attention, anyways. Probably more so too tired to really care about any of that. But anyways, I had to trash a power supply today for a camcorder. Um, this camera that's sitting over here on this chair, well, not on this chair, it's sitting over here, right there. It looks at me. It's the primary camera in the low-end radio studios. It's a Sony CCD TR36. I was previously using a power supply. It was a Sony ACV35 or something like that, that I was using with that camera. It came with a Sony CCD F33 camcorder that I got rid of that camera because it had bad capacitors. Actually, pretty bad capacitors. It stunk up the place when you used to turn it on. Well, what happened was I'd fired the studio up so I could raise the temperature in here prior to a show. And I decided, well, I'll go take a shower so my hair at least looks good and I'll have a different shirt on and all of that. Be clean or whatever before doing a show. So I did, and the studio was on. I come back in here and I smell this awful fishy smell. It's like, what the hell is that? The cat was in here at the same time, and I had two first thoughts. First thought was that the cat might have horked something up, somewhere on the floor, but I didn't see anything. Couldn't find anything. My second thought was, oh great, the UPS is about to catch on fire, it's overloaded, and I'm going to have to do some major studio rewiring. But I went over to where the UPS was, the smell wasn't coming from there. Like, you couldn't smell the smell in that corner. So then I started going around to all different corners. First I went to this one, which is a complete disaster. Not sure if you can really see. Yeah, not really. Well, now you could if I do this. That corner, that's a disaster, wasn't over there. I went over to that side of the room over there, nothing over there. And then I went over to where my computer is and all of basically the studio rat's nest, which is under here. The power supply was actually sitting right there. And that was where the smell was coming from. Like, you could tell that this was where it smelled the most. So I started picking things up and smelling them. I looked at the power strips, those were fine. I smelled the computer, that was fine, although the smell was definitely coming from the area around the computer. Checked. Then I checked all the camera power supplies. There's two down there right now. Checked those two, they were fine. I didn't think to check the one that's sitting right there. That's the Sony. That's actually for this camera over here, but I digress. Then I checked the V35, and oh boy, I found the problem. Oh yeah, I found the problem. Funny enough, it still worked. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what would have happened. Maybe the capacitors in it failed too. Or maybe something partially shorted or something else. It wasn't hot or anything like that. It just smelled bad. But I took it out. I replaced the power supply with this one. That's on the camera now. You can kind of see it. It's a compact power supply. What's the model on that? ACV25C. So I think it's a little bit less of an amperage, but I don't really know. It works, so I don't really care. Just means I'll have to find another one of those larger size power supplies because I don't really like using the compact one in the studio because the wire, the cord isn't long enough. We'll just put it that way. But in any event, whatever the case is, I figured that out and that got fixed, and I did a show, and that was good. That was actually a really good show. I liked that. Except I forgot to check the Stereo Dust Particles forum, and I didn't notice any of the conversation that was going on. Oops. But, anyways. What was I going to say? Oh, right. Lots and lots and lots of computer videos coming up. In fact, for every camcorder I've got, with the exception of the iPod and this, the iPhone, has got a computer that I've made a video about. It's got a video on it of a computer, so or had a video on it. Well, the tapes anyways. So those will be coming up. Christmas passed. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Notice that I'm saying Christmas and not holidays. I think that the dumbing down of the word Christmas into holidays is kind of stupid because most of the other holidays that I'm aware of are not celebrated on December 25th. They're celebrated at other times. Sometimes over a week, sometimes one day, but it's the only one that I can think of that's on December 25th. And maybe I'm wrong about this because I'm not a religious person. But the only one I can think about is Christmas. Okay? So I'm going to call it Christmas. So anyways, now that that's out of the way, I don't have to have a huge rant about that. Hope everybody had a great one. Most of what I got was what I asked for, which isn't really much. I don't really ask for anything, really. I ask for... Basically, this is what I ask for. I ask for good chocolate, and I ask for gift cards. And I got all of that. So it was good enough for me. I know some people ask for a whole heck of a lot, and they never really get any of it, and they get upset. But, see, that's the thing. I mean, take a look around here. Look at all the stuff that's already in here. Do you think I've got room for all of this crap? No, not really. But one thing I did get that I was not expecting to get, and that there will be a video about as well. In fact, the video about it is sitting on that camera right there. Gotta import the video tonight. In fact, I'm going to do that in a couple minutes, which means I'm going to have to turn the studio back on after I turn it off, because I forgot about importing that video. Was this thing, if I can pick it up. If you're wondering what this is, it's not even upside down. Wow. That's an iHome, what is this? IBT68 Bluetooth speaker with color-changing LEDs in it. That thing, let me tell you, that thing bitches the shiznits. That's what that does. In fact, it bitches so many shiznits that you cannot count the number of shiznits that it bitches. That's just how great it is. I was not expecting to get that. I don't know what store it came from. When I walked in there, I'd see it on the shelf, and I'd go, you know, that would be a really neat thing to have. It had a clock, a color-changing clock, too, and I think that might also be neat if I actually really cared about having it, but I don't. Color-changing clock. I don't really have an interest in modern clock radios or anything like that, but, it was... that speaker is about $45, and if you ask me, that's a little bit too much, and I certainly couldn't afford it, so I never bought it. Cat wants on the... Is gonna come on the camera again. Say hello. I don't think he cares. But anyways. That thing... $45. So I guess my mother was like, well, fine. If you don't want to pay for it, I'll just get it to you for your Christmas. And that's what happened. So when I unwrapped this, I was like, oh, crap. Holy shit. I was not expecting that. But it works. It actually works really well. It gets louder than I was expecting it to, and it has a fuller sound than I was expecting it to. It basically sounds like a set of computer speakers. Which is to say, not super high fidelity, but certainly good enough for portable listening. You're not going to get much out of a portable set of speakers anyways. And it's not stereo, I don't think. No, there's no way that can be stereo. There's like... Wonderful crotch shot, eh? But that's basically the entire size of the speaker. That's not stereo, there's no way. And if I want stereo sound, I have a set of stereo speakers that I can't find because I'm pretty sure I knocked them off of there when I was doing the show. Where'd they go? I don't know where they went. Maybe they went over here. No, they're not there. I wonder if the cat took them. The cat wouldn't have taken them. That's a pretty stupid comment to make. Where did those things go? I wanted to show them on the video. Yeah, of course, I'm looking for them, so I won't be able to find them. Do you know where they are? Do you know where they are? Can you tell me where the speakers are? No? No, I didn't think so. But it's a set of HP desktop speakers. Or HP, I think they call them Oh, there they are. Wow, it's right underneath my nose. HP notebook speakers that I picked up at the thrift store for $6. Actually, my mother picked that up at the thrift store for me for $6. Not bad, really. Those actually sound pretty good. There'll be a video about those. I don't remember which camera I shot that video on, and don't know where the video would happen to be at this particular point in time, but it's there. What else can I talk about on this video? Oh, yes, the final Low End Radio flagship show for 2016 is tomorrow. Or today, I guess, such as the case may be, because it is the 27th. And then the final crazy pre-show that I do for Kirby Crazy on Wednesday is this Wednesday. And then the final low-end radio show of 2016 period, not including the All Stereo Marathon, is, oh geez, that's, Friday. Yeah, that's Friday. Friday the 30th. Then the 31st and the 1st are obviously the All Stereo Marathon days. I'm going to have to record that video. What camera do I record that video on? I have no idea. Probably going to be the Samsung. Or it might not be the Samsung. It might be some other camera. You never know. In fact, it might actually be that I fire up the studio and record it that way. That might be an idea. Actually, that would be really cool. I might just do that. So, I think that's it for this vlog. There's not really much else that I can think of to say in this video. It's probably the 6th time I've tried recording a vlog after I recorded that last one, but just never upload them. In fact, I recorded one a couple of days ago and then just never uploaded the damn thing, so I guess there's that. I'll have to go through and I'll have to delete all of those because I don't really want them on the computer and taking up space. And I have no idea why it is that my hair always looks like a total disaster every time I make one of these, but, you know, perhaps change is the only constant there is, but at least my hair stays consistently crappy. Okay, we're done here. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on other videos on other channels.